out there as the boogeyman of the division, Subriel Matias, got beat in the backyard against Australians Liam Paro in an incredible night of boxing. Of course, a big show in Birmingham this Saturday, which we'll talk about shortly, and it's non-stop action from here. Off to Phoenix next week, just prior or post the big press conference for the Riyadh season Wembley card next week. Next weekend, the big one in Phoenix. Bam against Estrada for real supremacy in the super flyweight division as Sonny Edwards returns. Ramla Ali fights for the world title as well. Then we're back to the Copper Bosch for Johnny Fisher against Alan Babic. 6,000 tickets nearly sold already for that fight. It's going to be packed out at the Copper Box. And then back, of course, to Philadelphia straight after that, where one of the pound-for-pound greats, Jaron Boots Ennis, fights Mr. David Avanesian, who I just saw over there. Welcome, David, and good luck in that fight. A couple of weeks off, and then August 3rd, we're in Los Angeles, of course, for the Riyadh season card. Israel Madrimov against Terence Crawford, top to bottom, stacked out there, and big plans coming for August to be announced soon. But this Saturday is all about Birmingham. It's all about, of course, the main event. This man here, Felix Cash, 18 months out of the ring, returns into the backyard of the champion, Tyler Denny. And what about the 147-pound matchup between Lewis Crocker and Conor Walker? Can't wait for that. Big fight for Cameron Vong against Jeff Ofori. And a brilliant, brilliant domestic dust-up for the British and Commonwealth Championships between Shannon Ryan and Emma Dolan. We'll talk to the top table shortly, but I want to talk to a number of members down here that are so important to the card. A lot of young fighters sold a huge amount of tickets. A lot of fighters in crunch fights as well for their career. And we're going to start with, Hamza Oudine. Hamza, welcome. You're one of those guys that have sold a huge amount of tickets on Saturday. Local fight at home after what can only be described as a blistering professional debut. TV slot for you on Saturday night. Congratulations after that professional debut, even though I heard you say yesterday you absolutely deserve it, but you are correct on this occasion. And welcome. Big fight on Saturday, ready to fight number 2 in front of your fans.
Thank you very much, Mr. Edian, for the warm introduction. Listen, like I said yesterday, I fully deserve to be on the main broadcast. That debut, you don't see many debuts like that. I knocked him out flat on his back, boxed nice, had the flash, had the confidence, and it's the same again. Unfortunately, we had a pull-out a few days ago. No opponent really wanted to fight, but one did. He's 3 weights above me, so I'm stepping up a lot of weight for this fight. But it doesn't matter how big or how strong, how tough he is, he's getting knocked out the exact same way.
Sam Jones was saying yesterday about the problem finding opponents, obviously because of your style, because of the professional debut, because of the hype, and because of the lack of real liquidity of opponents down there. It's not going to be easy to match you moving forward. This guy, as you said, a couple of weight divisions above you, but going to probably have to move a little bit quick because of the lack of opposition. But you and the team prepared to do that as well? Absolutely,
man. I've said it from the start. We're looking to move at a fast pace. I'm not here to mess around. I have very big dreams in this game. And although I'm 20 years old, I'm young, I'm a baby. I've got big dreams and I've got to get a move on if I want to achieve them. So, yeah, at a fast pace, whatever the team says is right for me, is right for me. I want to get out and be active as much as I can. This is a great card. Thank you for putting out this card in Birmingham, in near enough my hometown. Done a lot of tickets for this. It's going to be a good showing and I can't wait to put on another big show.
Well, I urge all the fans on Saturday night to get behind Hamza Oudine, obviously lacking a little bit of confidence, but hopefully we can get over that. And on a serious note, this man is, in my opinion, a future superstar of the sport.
Inshallah, a big performance here. I see what you're doing, Kingdom Saudi Arabia, Mr. Turki Al-Sheikh, His Excellency. Watch out, it's going to be a big knockout and I want to be there. First plane over to Saudi this autumn. What are you saying, Eddie?
Yeah, well, I'll say Saturday first.
What are you saying, Eddie? Come on, what are you saying?
I like that, you know. I like the enthusiasm, I like the belief, and I know you got the ability, but eyes on Saturday and we'll look after the rest. Good man, good man. Emanuel Odiase, welcome. Team 258, big heavyweight prospect as well. Shout out to the team, KD and the boys here. Important fight for you. Back on another Matchroom show after fighting at the O2 earlier this year. Ready to perform on Saturday night?
Yeah, 100% ready to perform. First of all, I want to thank God. I want to thank my team at 258 Management, Matchroom Boxing for this great opportunity. Like you said, prospect, heavyweight, but I got a goal. I want to be heavyweight champion. I want to go down as one of the greatest to ever do it. So let's get it on.
I know that obviously the professional experience and journey is important, but having some top sparring as well. We know hearing some fantastic things out of the gyms that you're really mixing in the deep end with elite heavyweights as well.
Yeah, 100%. I share the ring with all of them. Obviously, that's given me great confidence. So I just need a team to push me, get these fights, because I'm ready for that top level.
Look forward to seeing you in action on Saturday. As this man, Ibraham Suan, Ibrahim, welcome. Back home, boxed on the road a long time now. Huge support everywhere you go. Again, massive support. Well done on the tickets for Saturday night. Looking red hot in a media workout. Ready for a big performance on Saturday.
Yeah, of course, man. Look, I'm ready, man. I'm ready to go, man. Like, feeling sharp and ready. Just ready to put out a great performance on Saturday, inshallah.
Last time out was a tough fight against an undefeated fighter. You come through that. Looking for 2024 to move at a decent pace, move into the 8s and hopefully not too far away from the 10-round fights as well.
Yeah, of course. Like, my last performance was a great performance. We got to close that chapter on to the next. This is my fourth fight, the fourth chapter, so it's going to be another great one. And then moving on to the next, take it a step at a time.
Well, another fantastic talent from the Midlands. As this man, Muhammad Ali, welcome, Muhammad, back now under Anthony Crocker. New chapter begins on Saturday night. What do we expect to see from you in there in Birmingham?
No, firstly, I just want to give big respect to my grandma who just recently passed away. It's been a tough week, but I've had an amazing camp with me and Anthony Crocker and all of my team supporting me, and I'm just ready to go and fight on Saturday, inshallah.
I know that you've had a little bit of time out of the ring now. Sometimes, as a young fighter, that's you never look for that, but sometimes after a big bout of activity that you had, just good to just refresh yourself and also reflect on the beginning of that journey as well. New trainer, how are you finding things with Anthony Crocker?
Yeah, it's been amazing. I mean, I can't complain at all. It's Anthony Crocker, an amazing coach. He's got a knowledge that pretty much right at the top, so he can allow me to get me at the top. So it's been amazing and just a brilliant camp, and just ready to go on Saturday night.
Well, look forward to seeing you back in the ring on Saturday. Cannot wait for this one. Two of my favourite people in the sport and two of the favourite people that we work with, of course, Akib Fiaz against Kane Baker. We've seen this one before. It was brilliant to watch. This time, although we'll have to confirm because he can change his mind, was the final fight of Kane Baker's career on Saturday night. We'll talk to you shortly, Kane, but this one, a big fight for both men. Kane, are we still of that same mindset? Final camp done. I know you would have put absolutely everything into this training camp. This is the final roll of the dice on Saturday?
Definitely, yeah. I've saved the best till last, and I'm going to let it all out of the bag on Saturday and smash Fiaz all over the place.
I think that when you talk about the mindset going in of it being the last one, it's quite interesting because when you hear about a fighter saying this could be the last one or this is the last one, sometimes, you know, the love and the passion's gone, but sometimes they're willing to dig even deeper for one last time. I'm guessing, because particularly you're a crazy son of a gun, you're the latter.
100% I'm the latter, and I have questioned retiring because of how well I've performed and how well I've trained, but no, I feel that a good win Saturday night will be my time to walk away. I've been up on it. I've been on your shows 12 times. 12 times, and I've never been signed by Matchroom but I've been.
We didn't have to.
You didn't have to.
You wouldn't leave us alone.
No. The stalker got this far.
You know, it all started really, didn't it, at fight camp?
Yeah.
I mean, and at fight camp, the fight fell through.
Well, it all started really with Conor Ben.
Yeah.
And then fight camp with Fiaz.
Yeah.
And that's where my mindset's gone back to, because he stood me up in the garden, and that was my dream, to fight in your garden. So it weren't Madison Square Garden, it was Eddie Hearn Garden, but that was my dream. And he broke my heart, so Saturday night I'm going to smash him in the face.
The final thing I will say, I remember that night, and I
cried in your garden, Eddie.
You cried, but you sat next to me all night. You sat next to me all night, and I promised you we'd bring you back and give you another opportunity. And now, I didn't think there'd be another 8 or 9, to be honest with you. I thought one would have been all right, but it's been an incredible ride. You've never been in a bad fight, and the reality is when I look at this style matchup, Akib, very slick, coming off a defeat, there's questions to be answered, confidence, whatever it is. But every Kane Baker fight's kind of the same. You're going to get outboxed, but you're going to find a way to try and walk them down and break their heart and take them to the trenches. I guess it would be ridiculous with one fight left to switch that up right now.
No, I've gone southpaw now. I'm a boxer mover. Nah, I'm not, but yeah, there's only one way I know, and if there's a phone box or anything like that, or as small as we can get, and get as close to Fiaz as I can and punch him in the face or not, that's the plan.
Akib, not going to be a difficult one in terms of the tactics here with Jamie Moore and everybody, but will be a difficult fight in terms of the tenacity and the heart of Kane Baker as well. You've been in there before, you know what he's all about. It's going to be a final roll of the dice, and you've got a lot to prove yourself on Saturday.
Yeah, listen, I've got nothing to say to that. Kane Baker said it all there. Let's have it Saturday night. I'll meet him in the middle of the ring, no problem.
Obviously, there are big fights on the horizon for you. You just fought for the Commonwealth title. You want to get back fighting for that belt, the British title belt as well. This is going to put you right back in position to get the career back on track.
Yeah, not just a win, a big statement and a big performance will do that. So, we can talk about pressure and all this kind of thing, but no one puts more pressure on me than me. And on Saturday, a big performance, we'll do that, yeah, hopefully.
Well, Akib Fiaz against Kane Baker will be a great, great fight on the Before the Bell section on Saturday night, as is this fight. We all know we were disappointed when we had the news of Jordan Flynn pulling out of the fight against Cameron Vong. I was quite astounded by the amount of opponents that Sam Jones and Jamie Moore accepted, and one particularly was Jeff Ofori, who we saw break our hearts in Newcastle when he stopped another one of our prospects, Callum French. Very tough, very awkward, super game. And Cameron Vong and team just said yes straight away. So, Jeff, welcome. I mean, firstly, thank you for stepping in and taking this chance. I know it's a big opportunity for you as well, but same kind of questions towards Kane Baker. We know this isn't your last one on Saturday, but we know what to expect from you every time you step in the ring.
Yeah, Eddie, thank you, Matchroom, for having me here. As soon as they gave me the opportunity, I took it. I grabbed it with both hands. Obviously, my last fight, it didn't go my way. I thought I won it, but it is what it is. I'm here now, and I'm here to turn the tide. I know you guys got me here as a stepping stone, but I'm not. I'm no one stepping stone, and he's going to have to really fight come Saturday. Yeah, we saw that against Callum French, of course, another undefeated fighter that you took the O from. Same kind of tactics going in, ready to test Cameron Vong and see what he's made of. Yeah, I'm here to do me. I'm not really here to test anybody. If he can do it, he can do it. If he can't, he can't. Simple. Cameron, obviously disappointing with the Jordan Flynn fight, but a real fight on Saturday night for you, someone with a lot more experience than Jordan, and a real test, by far the biggest of your professional career so far. Yeah, definitely. Listen, it's boxing and injuries happen. I wish him a speedy recovery and a full recovery. But I've got a very, very tough task on my hands on Saturday night in Jeff Ofori. Obviously, he's caused a few big upsets, and he has been on the wrong end of a few decisions, so I'm looking forward to putting on a big statement performance. Props to Jeff for taking the fight on short notice, but he's going to find out Saturday night. Jeff Ofori is the kind of guy that if you do beat, there's not a lot of backward steps in terms of English and British titles as well, looking to make a statement and move as fast as Sam and everybody suggests. Yeah, 100%. Listen, I feel I can hold me on with any 135, any 140 in the world. I believe I've got the talent for it. It's about getting the right fights at the right time. And I am looking at putting on a big statement Saturday night and coming for them English and British titles next year. Well, can't wait for that. Really, really good fight. Cameron Vong against Jeff Ofori. Move up to the top table. Another brilliant fight. I'm loving to see in the female code now so many British rivalries developing for British championships, Commonwealth championships. And I think it's great for the sport. This is a really, really good matchup that you're going to see on Saturday night. British and Commonwealth championships with Shannon Ryan taking on Emma Dolan. Emma, we'll start with you. Welcome. We know, again, this fight was supposed to happen before. So happy that we're finally getting it on Saturday night. Ready? Big moment, live TV, proper fight, everything you want.
Yeah, everything I want. I'm genuinely ecstatic for it. I can't wait for Saturday to come, and I'm looking forward to getting in there and getting the win.
Obviously, yourself, very confident. Carl, everybody, very confident as well. I know you rate Shannon's ability as well, but believe you have the beating of her on Saturday night.
100,000,000% got the beating of Shannon. Just stars make fights, and I know everything. I believe with every ounce of my fibres that I beat her.
Obviously, we've seen a little bit of, I guess, beef, if you like, which is great. I mean, it's great for the sport, the fans, everybody likes it, but got to keep the composure on Saturday night. Is that key as well? Shannon seems fired up for this fight.
Yeah, you know, it's different courses for different horses, and I'm relaxed. I'm looking forward to it.
Shannon, finally a fight that you can really get your teeth into. Good fight last time out, tough opponent, had the cut, come through all of that, but now the championship fights, the domestic fights, the rivalries, exactly what you want. Ready to put in a great performance on Saturday?
Yeah, no, absolutely. And just want to say thank you again for, you know, yet another incredible opportunity. You know, Saturday night is my night to shine, and I'm looking forward to it. This fight was meant to, I think it got ordered in October. Then obviously Emma pulled out, and it's happening now. And to be the first females in the super flyweight division to fight for the British is incredible, and it's great to be a part of history.
Talk about the fight a little bit as well. She said that styles make fights. She believes she's got the style to beat you. You have a very exciting style, versatile fighter, can fight on the inside at range as well. What sort of fight do you expect on Saturday night?
We'll have to see on Saturday for sure, but you know, I'm ready for however she wants to bring it. You know, I believe I can beat a lot of styles out there, and Emma being one of them.
Seen you quite outspoken for this one, which we all love, but it's important really to build those rivalries as well, and we know that you'd have been switched on in camp for this one, and a really important moment in your career.
Yeah, no, really important moment, and you know, I had an incredible camp. This is fight number 8, and yeah, Saturday night I'll go and do the business.
Well, British and Commonwealth Super Flyweight Championships, Shannon Ryan against Emma Dolan on Saturday night. These two fights are absolute crackers. I cannot wait for this one. 147-pound war. I think it's the only way that you can explain it. One of the biggest punchers, I feel, in the division, Lewis Crocker, against one of the most exciting fighters in the division in Conor Walker. A fight where you have to give unbelievable credit to both for taking. How good is Lewis Crocker? How heavy-handed is Lewis Crocker? We will find out, because this man to my left will not give him an inch on Saturday night. Sold a huge amount of tickets, going to have massive support in there on Saturday night. Conor Walker, welcome. You talk a great game, mate, but you deliver every time, you know, against Cyrus Patterson, again in Belfast. But this is a step up, no doubt about it, against Lewis Crocker. You look ready. You're ready to go on Saturday night.
Yeah, man, I'm ready. Oh, bloody hell. I'm ready. You know, it seems a bit like, I was just sat here thinking it's a bit like deja vu, you know, I'm sat in the same spot, telling you the same thing, you know, it's going to be another banana skin, because I see him looking over me, you know, he's looking at Paddy and he's looking over me, and he doesn't think I should be in the ring with him, which is, I'm happy to be there. I'm here to rip up the script again, and I'm coming in the best shape of my life, and, you know, I'm looking forward to it.
What changed for you? You know, I think a lot of people look at records, and, you know, they look at your record and a couple of slip-ups that you've had along the way. Even saw Lewis talk about, you know, the guy who beat you, I bashed him up in sparring and stuff like that.
I ask him about that as well, but yeah.
But what changed in a career that made you a top 15 world welterweight, which you are now?
I took the fights that no one wanted to take, and that's the bottom line. You know, I never turned down a fight. You know, there might be losses, but check the losses. There's a point in it, point here, there, point there. You know, you can't look at them fights and say, I think this is where he's going wrong.
Has the preparation changed? Has the mindset changed as well towards your career?
Yeah, I mean, look, we're one step away from a world title. You know, a couple of steps or one step away from a world title, and I'm ranked number 5 in the world. You know, 2 years ago, you look where I was at. I lost a close decision for the English title. You know, I was beating myself up, thinking I should have done this, should have done that. But I've just bounced back. I've learned. I've polished the edges, and we've gone back to the pad, and we just keep becoming a better fighter. And that's the bottom line. And I feel like I'm becoming a more complete fighter. And you know, losses. I started my career knowing that I'm going to take losses because of the way I fight. But you know, it's the way like I said before, I learn on the job. And them losses haven't stopped me getting to where I'm at now. You know, I think, you know, I don't think this will be the last show I'm on with you, because, you know, how I fight, and, you know, we're doing the tickets, we're doing the fights, and it's just, it's amazing. I'm enjoying the time at the minute.
Obviously, I know every fighter fights for legacy, but also financial opportunity as well, secure their future for their families. You win this fight, you're going to land into a massive fight next that will really set you up in that respect. That's the motivation for you. We know how bad you want that.
Well, listen, you know what sort of guy I am. Do you know what I mean? I'm a hard-working guy. You know, I live for my family, and the bottom line is This man ain't taking that away from me. I know what's after it. I know it's going to be a hard fight. He's a talented, he's a massive puncher. You know, he's ranked number 2 in the UK. You know, he's done things that I haven't done. But he hasn't been in there with someone like me. You know, he's all right knocking these featherweights over and lightweights over, but I ain't that guy, man. And you know that, and I know that. And I think that, you know, the proper boxing fans know that this guy ain't beating me on Saturday night.
Do you think you got to test his obviously his skill, but particularly his heart? I mean, is that what gives you confidence? You don't think that he can dig as deep as you? I mean, you talk about his ability. We know you can box as well, but you've got to take him to those places on Saturday night.
I've been there. He hasn't. That's the bottom line. You know what I mean? So, like, he's yet to prove it to himself, not just to everyone else, to himself. So, you know, I know I've got it in the tank. I know I've got it in the locker. You know, and I feel like I can bring more to the table than him. That's the bottom line.
And finally, massive ticket sales, big crowd on Saturday, big night for boxing in Birmingham and the Midlands. It's going to be wild.
Listen, the last one you said we've done well. We've doubled that, probably more. You know, once the splatter in, we'll double it again. So, look, it's just going to keep the trajectory I'm on, and you know, I've just got to keep pulling the performances out. And I think Wolverhampton at this fight, I mean, I've had so many messages, ticket sales. You know, people that can't come, they'll be tuning in. You know, even it's crazy the people that have, you know, that are coming. Like my old school teacher come to the open workout. Like it's mad. It's you know, my life. I'm in awe of it, man. I'm enjoying the ride, and you know, this man to my right is getting in the way. So you know, let's have it off, man.
Lewis, welcome. Bit of a buzz for you, really, because last time out, headlining in Belfast. Before that, co-main event in Belfast on a massive Michael Conlan show. This time, away from home. I know you got a fair few coming over yourself as well, but no question in the Lion's Den. Exciting.
Mate, just even talking about it there, you know, it's class. Like a game opponent, you said exciting stuff, and fighting him in his hometown basically as well, and on a big stage, it gives me goosebumps thinking about it, and I'm relishing the moment.
You seem very confident, you know, in all the head-to-heads, even almost dismissive of Conor Walker. I know you know it's going to be a real fight as well, but just think you're much too good for him. Is that what it comes down to on Saturday?
I think Conor's a good fighter, but I don't think he's as good as what he thinks he is, and he's talked a lot of shit the whole way through about me. Do you know what I mean? And like, yeah, he's saying like I'm overlooking him and stuff, and like thinking about like fights after this. Any interviewer who's asked me about a fight after this, I says I'm fully focused on Saturday here. Do you know what I mean? I haven't posted anything about the next fight after this, and Conor Walker is my focus right now, and I've had a great camp, and that's where my confidence comes from.
Obviously, he's coming from the blind side in terms of, you know, the small hall shows and the English title defeats. And, you know, you haven't had everything on a plate at all, but you're fighting for the same kind of thing. A massive fight, life-changing opportunities financially as well. You can't afford defeat on Saturday.
Mate, can't afford defeat anytime. Do you know what I mean? I think he said in an interview, like, win, lose or draw, you'll still get fights after this, because that's not even a thing in my mind. You know, like, losing's not an option. Never has been, never will be. I'm here to win every time, and it's big rewards on this stage, and yeah, I'm feeling good.
Final question to you as well. Against McKenna, you know, he boxed a little bit defensively. We know he was up against it. Against, in your last fight, of course, he boxed off the back foot as well, which we didn't necessarily expect. This guy, front foot, expected, war, standing in front of you, huge punch output as well. We're going to see the best of Lewis Crocker, and we're going to see the power of Lewis Crocker.
Absolutely. You know, like, this guy's made for, he says I'm made for him. He's made for me too then. And he's saying I haven't had to dig deep or anything. It's because people can't bring me into that. Well, they haven't yet anyway. Do you know what I mean? They've tried. They've tried, like, but it doesn't work out well. So I'm ready for a toe-to-toe war with this guy.
Well, I think you're going to get it. It's going to be an incredible fight. Tomorrow night, co-main event, Lewis Crocker against Conor Walker on Saturday night. Sorry, it's going to be a fantastic fight, as is this one, the European Middleweight Championship. The champion, Tyler Denny, against Felix Cash. It's a brilliant, brilliant fight, so important for both men. And with the middleweight division really opening up right now, shots at the World Championship available. Of course, Carlos Adames, the WBC champion, Yanni Beck, the WBO champion, Lara, the WBA champion. All of these guys available for shots. We'll start with a challenger, Felix Cash. Felix, welcome. 18 months out of the ring, quite remarkable. You're here. People, I guess, questioned if you'd be here. We knew you'd be here. You look fantastic. Massive night for you. How excited are you to get back in the ring in such a big test on Saturday?
No, I'm very excited. Very excited to be back in the ring on Saturday. You know, really enjoying fight week. I'm enjoying soaking all in. I'd like to say thank you for you, Eddie, and Matchroom for, you know, sticking in there with me. You know, when I've been out of the ring 18 months and giving me obviously the European title shot and winning the purse bids. But like I say, I'm looking forward now to Saturday night and getting my hands on that European title, making up for lost times. And like you said, the middleweight division is opening up and getting a shot at a world title.
Obviously, coming back from 18 months, normally people would be having run-out fights or certainly easier fights, but you're in for the European title, in the backyard as well, ready to roll the dice and give it everything on Saturday night. Must win for you as well.
Listen, every fight's a must-win fight. I'm just looking forward to it. You know, like you say, in his backyard, it don't really matter to me. You know, I've been looking good in the gym, feeling good in the gym, and I don't think he's going to stand a chance with me on Saturday night. I think he's going to come out and he's going to try his best, but it just ain't going to be good enough.
Some good back and forward between you two. I know there's respect as well, but we love to see it as well. Just don't think he's on your level. Is that you know, you think you can get him out there inside the distance?
Hey, well, I definitely think I'm going to get him out there inside a different distance. But he's he's going to come out and we'll have a look at him after the first couple of rounds, and I'll go to work on him, and I reckon he won't go the distance.
Finally, I know it's been a tough time, but win on Saturday, you're right back there on the verge of World Championship shots at £160.
That's it, Eddie. That's it. That's what we want, and I want to be in the big fights, and I'm sure we'll be after this one.
Tyler, welcome. Looking good, ready to go for this afternoon for England and ready to go on Saturday night. Massive support. You've sold a huge amount of tickets. Going to be a great crowd. Big moment for you, defending your European title in Birmingham on Saturday.
Yeah, absolutely. Buzzing for it, man. Buzzing for it. It's a bit of a shame, really, because I've been around Felix for a few days and, you know, we had that back. He seems like an all right character and he's got a nice little story going for him now. Like, he's been out the ring. He's troubled with
I'm
this.
a likeable fella.
And he's going to do all that for nothing because he can get smashed on Saturday. You know what I mean? I feel bad for him, man, but this is the game we're in.
Those 18 months, do you play into that? I mean, even previously, obviously, he was on a good run, great performance against Denzel Bentley, but we can't ignore the fact that it's not easy coming back from what he's come back from and the 18-month layoff as well, and coming into your backyard as well. He really has to have that challenger mindset on Saturday, but you seem full of confidence.
Yeah, like I say, fair play to him, man, fair play. But like he's got some catching up to do because at the time when he took Bentley out, he was meant to be on to world titles and stuff by now. And
I'll get you out of the way on Saturday. I'll be straight back in the mix, won't I?
He's not going to do it. Ignore him, mate. He's getting a bit excited and he fight week's coming. He's thinking about the weigh-in day. He's struggling at the weight already. He's thinking about the weigh-in, getting excited. But
is that what you're hoping? Is it that I'm struggling at the weight? Is that the only chance you think you got from struggling at the weight?
It makes no difference. It makes no difference to me. I'm on my weight, so that's
is that what you're concerned about? Me struggling to make the weight?
I've got no concerns about your weight. You can come in whatever weight you want, mate.
Why are you mentioning it then? You keep mentioning me struggling at the weight.
I do keep mentioning.
Because I'm too big, is it? Don't look big, do I?
Nah.
You're worried?
Well, really worried, man. What am I worried about?
I thought you would be.
I'd be worried about that fucking haircut on the top of your head. That's what I'd be worried about. I you got the receipts for that. I'll take that back.
And you keep talking about smashing people. Who you've ever actually smashed?
I've never
seen you knock anyone out in my life.
You got an egg and splattered it on your head. That's been smashed on your head. You know what I mean? That's
the state of your face.
All right. Good one, mate.
When we talk about this fight, I mean, Felix, technically, good jab, you know, sharp puncher as well. What gives you the confidence? How do you see the actual fight playing out?
He's a good fighter, listen. We have a back and forth, but I respect him. Good fighter, good all-round fighter. But just the run that I've been on and the work that I do in the gym day in, day out. And you can't cheat this game, man. Boxing, it'll find you out. It'll find you out. Whatever he's been up to the last how many months, years, I've been in the gym grinding every day, and it's gonna show on Saturday.
You think you break him down?
100%. Break him down, get him out there. And still,
Well, big moment for you on Saturday night. Both fighters predicting stoppages for the European middleweight title. This is a fantastic night of boxing on Saturday. Great crowd, great night. Thanks to everybody for attending, of course, going through everyone. Emanuel Odiase, big heavyweight prospect as well. Muhammad Ali on a great run back with Anthony Crocker. Look out, of course, for Hamza Oudine. What a talent. Ibraham Suan, the whole of Birmingham coming out to watch this rise. Fantastic fight. Akib Fiaz against Kane Baker as he rolls the dice for the last time. Ofori against Cameron Vong. British and Commonwealth Super Flyweight Championships on the line, of course, between Dolan and Shannon Ryan as well. And what about the welterweight matchup? Conor Walker against Lewis Crocker is going to be a war. Main event as well. Brilliant, brilliant fight. Felix Cash against Tyler Denny. It's an incredible show on Saturday night. We'll see you for the weigh-in tomorrow, and we're going to have head-to-heads up here. See you shortly. Thank you.
Enjoyed that, Darren.